This video is going to walk you through the steps needed to set up a free iTunes account. First, find the App Store. Once you launch into the App Store, you will need to find the Search Store area up in the upper right. If you see an app that's already listed there, there is an X up in the upper right-hand corner where you can push on the X and it will bring you back to the Search Store. At this point in time, you're going to type in a free app. If you're not aware of a free app, one suggestion is to type in the word scan. The third choice down would be a scan app that is free. If you see that it has already been installed or it is not a free app that is being pulled up, just look on that page. You can see on my page that I have 3 free apps. It does not matter which one you are choosing. When I push on free, a little icon that will pop up will say Install App. If for some reason a larger square pops up on your screen, you can again just go ahead and lightly touch Free and Install App. At this point in time, you're going to say Create a new Apple ID. This will launch into the process of setting up an Apple ID. The first one is you're going to click Next because you would like the United States Store. I accidentally touched outside that box, so I'm going to say no. Now you can see it goes into the iTunes Store Terms of Service. If you take your finger in the middle of this text box and scroll up, you will get to the bottom of this text box and you'll see an Agree button. Go ahead and push Agree. Once you push Agree, then it will ask you again. If you agree, go ahead and push Agree again. And now it will ask you for your account information. At this point in time, you're going to type in your email address for your district Apple ID. You are then going to need to enter a password. The password must be at least 8 characters, must include a number and an uppercase letter and a lowercase letter. You may not use spaces, and you may not use common words or the same character 3 times in a row. You will then have to answer a series of questions chosen by Apple. Each time, choose one question and then type in your answer. You will then need to enter your birth date, and I suggest turning off both the subscribe options. Keep scrolling down until you see the word Next at the bottom, and then you will proceed on to the next step of this process. On the next screen, the first choice you are going to make is None. You will then scroll down and it will need your billing address. Then you will begin entering your information for the billing address. Put yourself living at your school. You will need to enter a phone number, and at the bottom of the screen you will choose Next. At this point in time, it will tell you that it has sent you a verification email to your address. Before you proceed to buy any app or download any free app, you will need to find that email in your email system. Now it is time to find the Apple email to verify your account. So you are going to go to your email, either on your iPad or on your district computer, and pull up the Apple email. There are times where the Apple emails are going to your spam account. If you do not see this verification email in your account, what I suggest for you to do is to, in this case, search for spam. I'm on an iPad. I'm going to go up to my email where it says example Gmail. It would say your email account. You will then need to go to the spam folder. When you go to your spam folder, oftentimes the Apple email is coming here. Your TSS would be able to help you find your spam folder if needed. I'm going to go back to the verification email, and you will see in the middle of the email it says Verify Now. At that point in time, you will click on the link and it will launch to a website through Apple that's going to ask you to verify your email address. Your Apple ID, please remember, is your entire District 47 email address. Do not just put in the beginning of your email address, it is your entire address. I am using an example account for the sake of this video, so please disregard the look of this email address, as it will be your email address that you put in to these boxes. You will then put in your password and say verify address. If you are on your district computer, you can go ahead and say yes, that you can remember that password, and now you can see my email address is verified and I'm able to return to the store and purchase any apps at this point in time. One step that might be helpful before you go into the App Store with your new Apple ID is first go to the Settings button. On the left-hand side, scroll until you find the iTunes and App Store. When you get to the iTunes and App Store, if you see there is a generic account logged in over on the right-hand side, go ahead and click once on it and then say Sign Out. At this point in time, you are going to put in your new Apple ID that you have just established. And now I'm able to go back to the App Store with that new Apple ID. I'm able to go ahead and search for any free apps. If it's not listed on the bottom as featured, please touch featured at the bottom. Then up at the top, go ahead and search for the free app that you are looking for. Once you see the app that you would like, you go ahead and touch free, touch install app, and at that point in time it will prompt you to install your password that you have established, and then it will install the app.